This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Race 8, Warrnambool, Thursday, 23 July 2026. All right, let us get straight into it. Right here is the quick summary for Race 8 at Warrnambool, and this is one worth paying attention to. Two selections from the model today. Golden Garden is the place selection. That is the top pick, the one the model is most confident about. And Lodbrok is in the same race multi as the top 4 selection. Not a standalone place selection, the same race multi only. So if you are short on time, there it is. Golden Garden for the place, same race multi combining both. But do yourself a favor and stay with us, because what the model is seeing in this race is genuinely interesting, and understanding it will help you make a more informed decision. Let us break it down. 7 runners in Race 8 at Warrnambool today, with the top 2 paying a place dividend. Right away, the model is flagging something worth your attention. Its top selection is not the market favorite. That signals the model has found value the market is underpricing, which is the exact situation this approach is built to identify. 2 selections today, a place pick plus a same race multi-option, combining both. As always, no forced selections here, only genuine value gets a tip, and today the data clearly supports 2. That is a meaningful signal in itself, given how often the model finds nothing worth covering at all. Let us break them down properly. Before the picks, here is the short version of how this works, because it sets this channel apart from most tipping content out there. Every selection comes from a machine learning model trained on Victorian racing results, and it does not stop learning. Every race meeting feeds back into it, sharpening it over time. The key difference from almost everything else in this space, most models and most tipsters are chasing the winner. This one was built to chase something else entirely: place finishers. Horses that land in the top positions and pay a place dividend. That is a fundamentally different target, and it changes everything about how the model is built. It is simultaneously weighing dozens of variables across the full field: pace, distance, field composition, historical form, how each horse matches up against today's rivals specifically, all at once, in ways that are genuinely hard to replicate manually. Want the deeper methodology? It is linked in the description below. For now, though, Race 8 is on the table, and the model has a clear view on it. Let us get into the picks. Pick 1, the model's top selection for Race 8. Golden Garden, currently second in the market. Not the favorite, not the headline horse, just sitting there in the market at a price that the model thinks is completely wrong. And that gap between what the market thinks and what the model thinks, that is exactly the kind of value this model looks for. Now I am going to be straight with you about something, because I think it actually makes you trust this more, not less. I cannot give you one clean reason why the model has landed on Golden Garden. That is genuinely not how it works. It is not saying this horse loves Warrnambool or has a great record at this distance, or whatever the standard form guide would tell you. That kind of single-factor analysis is what everyone else is doing. The model is doing something completely different. It is processing dozens of variables simultaneously. Track conditions, distance, field size, the specific horses in this race today, historical patterns across thousands of Victorian races. All of it at once, finding relationships between those variables that no human eye could spot. And that is the entire point. If I could reduce it to one sentence, you would not need the model. You could just read the form guide yourself. What I can tell you, and this is what matters, is that the market has Golden Garden at second in the market, and the model has it as the top pick for Race 8. That gap is where the value is. That gap is what this model was built to find. This model was built to find place finishers, not winners. So when it rates a horse as the top pick, it is saying this horse fits the historical pattern of horses that hit the places. That is a different lens entirely to what most analysts are working with. Golden Garden for the place. Top 2 finish in a 7-runner field. That is what the model is saying about Race 8. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Pick 2 is Lodbrok, currently 5th in the market, a different style of selection to pick 1, worth clarifying up front. The model views Lodbrok as likely to finish in the top 4, but is not confident enough for a top 2 finish on its own. That distinction is the whole point here. The data falls short of supporting a standalone place selection on Lodbrok, but it clearly supports the top 4 role inside the same race multi. It can sound like a minor technicality, but in a 7-runner field, it is anything but top 2 pays a place dividend, 4th pays nothing. So backing Lodbrok as a standalone place selection is not what the model supports. Its value lives in the multi-combination. Put simply, the model is saying Lodbrok belongs in this race and matches the shape of a top 4 finisher in this field, while a top 2 finish specifically remains less certain. The multi only needs top 4. Golden Garden in top 2, Lodbrok in the top 4, that is the model's combination for race 8. For race 8, the same race multi combines Golden Garden finishing top 2 with Lodbrok finishing in the top 4. Check your own wagering provider for whether this market is offered. Worth pausing on one point before moving on, these two bets are not equivalent, and they do not share the same probability of success. The standalone place selection on Golden Garden is the model's higher confidence read, a smaller return, but a meaningfully better chance of it actually landing, and that remains the model's central view for this race. The same race multi requires both legs to come through, Golden Garden in top 2, Lodbrok in the top 4, which reduces the overall probability but increases the potential payout if it does land. Taking both is optional, not required. Golden Garden alone carries the model's strongest signal. The multi is there for those drawn to the longer odds, higher return option. Either way, understand exactly what each bet needs before deciding. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. Following along with the full card today, every race has its own video, all sitting in the playlist, uploaded before race 1 kicks off. Worth checking the other races to see which selections line up with your approach. Some punters like to combine several of the models' picks into a place multi. Your wagering provider will have the details on how that works. Always make your own informed call before placing anything. One more important point, check for scratchings before you bet on anything. They happen on race morning and can change a race completely. For race 8, the model's place selection is Golden Garden. The rest of the card is sitting in the playlist if you want to keep going. If you have not subscribed yet, this runs for every Victorian meeting, every race day, completely free. And that is race 8 Warrnambool done. The place selection is Golden Garden, with the same race multi-combination sitting at Golden Garden top 2 and Lodbrok top 4 for anyone chasing the longer odds. Results are tracked and posted publicly every week without exception, every good week and every bad one included. That ongoing record, built up week after week, is the fairest way to judge whether this model is genuinely worth following, rather than taking any single claim on faith. As always, this is purely for entertainment purposes. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. See you in the next video.